mean, it's not like I blame her. There we go. After what happened, she was probably busy with crying her eyes out for weeks, or whatever normal children do when they lose their mother. Wait, you mean, did you also lose mother? Yes, genius. My mother also died in that explosion. Ah. That's a little unfortunate. So, stay. Okay. So not only did Amelia's mother die, but Valerie's as well. Huh. Right away, before the ambulance even arrived at the scene. That's condolences, I guess. Stood in between me and the car, probably shielded me from the worst. While forcing out those last words, I swear I can see glimpses of tears welling up in her eyes, though she swiftly wipes them away. Is this my fault? Probably. The explosion? No. Bringing up this conversation? Most likely. Well, happy now? Is that what you wanted to hear? I didn't know discussing our families was what we're here for. You're right. Sorry. A slight feeling of guilt begins to fill my chest. Rightfully so? Have I been overthinking this again? Is this the reason why she didn't mention what happened to Amelia's mother? She just didn't think it would be necessary to discuss this. Would have rather avoided digging up any more of her own painful memories. Might just be an asshole at this point. I might just be an asshole at this point. Maybe I've always been. Oh no, I'm definitely an ass. ... No, she's still hiding more. I know she is. And it's not irrelevant. And she knows it isn't. What, like me knowing Amelia but not telling everyone else? I know that's important. And it's not irrelevant, and I know it. She still pretends to never have met Amelia again after what happened at the hospital, but that can't be true. Her reaction to first hearing about her being here is proof of that. There's still something I don't understand, though. Sounds like a you problem. I ignore her remark. If you neither met her nor her father again, then how do you know about what happened to her mother? Or about her father, or something like that? The music, ooh. This one I like. Or about her father and his scars, or ooh. Music picked up, man. Why do you care so much? What is it you really want to hear, huh? Come on, just say it. What's her deal? I'm not sure what you want me to say. I'm just saying what's on my mind. I'm actually doing that. Oh. She jumps up from the sofa and lunges towards me. Hey, yo, back it up, lady. Personal space. Whoa there, calm down. Oh, I'm calm, all right. She stretches out her arm and grabs me by the neck, holding me in place with ease. Hey, yo, hold on. I ain't into this kind of stuff, Valerie. Do you want to let go? What do you want from me? Stop bullshitting me. I just want you to tell me what you know, which is clearly more than you're letting on. Isn't it right? Isn't that right? You're one to talk. Still enough energy to be smug about this, huh? Her grip tightens. How strong is this lady? Wait, wasn't her arms like all skinny? Why am I? Why is this happening? Fucking hell. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot. That arm's mechanical, isn't it? This is no joke. I can't breathe. Please, Valerie, stop. There is no need for this. Don't worry. I will once he talks. Well, I can't talk if you're choking the life out of me. I'm still unsure how much she knows. She clearly figured something out, but I can't just lay it all bare just yet. Why are you hiding that you met Amelia after? It's getting harder to speak. I'm not, because I didn't. We never met again. Is she really speaking the truth? No. The real question is, why are you hiding that you knew Amelia? She knows? No, this is just a bluff. Or, to be more specific, that you knew Sophie. What? How? I'm sorry, you know this stuff? That makes even less sense. Did she know Sophie as well? No. I see Oliver standing behind her. I can't think anymore. My consciousness fades. It's gone. I'm gone. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. How many dots? I'm here. Somewhere. A room, dimly lit. A face, somewhere between no one and everyone. Empty. It opens their mouth and shapes her tongue into sounds. Sorry, what? The tall and short woman standing or sitting at the other end of the room repeats the movement of her lips, and the sound still won't reach. Oh, but the sound still won't reach. Sorry, what? Again. The room becomes brighter, and the formless faces surrounding me turn towards me. A classroom or a lecture hall, or both, or neither, and students with ages fluctuating between 7 and 23. The man in front of me seems to still be waiting for some kind of answer to some kind of question consisting of some kind of words. Sorry, what? He repeats again. Yes, I agree. Is what I settled with. Worked well enough, and the room blurs into our living room I've never been to before. My parents resembling my parents sit at the other end of the table, watching me. I pick up a large pen with my regular-sized hand. I pick up the regular-sized pen with my tiny hands and begin looking at the printouts in front of me, filled with shapes attempting to look like letters, pretending to form words or numbers, making up formulas or both, and I write nothing as fast as I can until I'm done, and look at my mother crying, and my father leaving the room, and my mother silently screaming at me. What the hell is going on? Concentrate. Why can't you just focus and work and function like a normal human being, you? I looked back at the empty pages in front of me with the regular-sized pen in my regular-sized hand. They're empty and remain empty, and I don't even remember what I was supposed to write. And I look up at the wall in front of my desk. I've been sitting here for 2 weeks and still haven't written a single letter. Who the hell still writes letters anyway? I step away from my computer and close the door behind me when I leave the house and walk down the street towards the station to take a train to Sophie's house. But there are no trains, and I can't even find the station, and at some point, I just stand in front of her house. Ah, well that's neat. Neat. It is neat. The door swings open, and Sophie is there, and gives me a hug, and says, "Hi, I'm so glad you could make it." And I say, "Yes." Yes, thank you. So we walk further in, and she hands me a guitar, and I walk up the stairs leading to the second floor, and sit down on the chair, and the room becomes brighter, and the formless faces surrounding me turn towards me. A stage in a bar, or at a festival, or both, or neither, and guests with ages fluctuating between 23. For some reason they expect something to happen, and I remember how I sat at my desk for 2 weeks without coming up with a single line to sing, because I'm a failure as a lyricist, almost as much as I'm a failure as a musician, almost as much as I'm a failure as a student, almost as much as I'm a failure as a son. Not being able to bear the silence any longer, my hands begin to move towards the random strings, forming chords I never knew I knew, and begin to play, and I sing. My voice echoes through the room, with the grace befitting of someone that is not me, and I feel pain welling up inside my chest, because I realize that a hand grabs me from behind, and pulls me behind the curtains, and looks straight at me. Not the hand, the person that hand belongs to. The prettiest person Sophie has ever seen. She will ever see. She opens her mouth and shapes her tongue into sounds. Sorry, what? She repeats. Sorry, what? Again. Yes, I agree. Is what I settle with. Worked well enough, and she pushes me down onto the sofa, and her smooth, angelic skin. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hey, yo, what happened? And her smooth, angelic skin meets with my rough, disgusting body, and she sits down on me, and I'm glad to finally be of use to someone. Because I can't talk, and I can't write, and I can't listen, and I can't sing, and I can't focus, and I can't be interesting, or play the guitar, or talk. But I can exist, and be a body, and that's all I ever wanted. I lay there, and look over at the guitar that's still standing in the corner of the room, mocking me for giving up so easily, and reminding me that this sofa is the floor, and that this is a living room, and that I'm dead. Nope, I'm back. Awake. With my eyes wide open, I keep staring at the wooden instrument in front of me. Is the guitar real or not? There is no sound. Complete and utter silence fills the room. How much time has passed, I wonder. My chest is filled with a variety of emotions, heavy, yet hard to properly grasp in their entirety. Okay, again, what the hell just happened there? Valerie kinda choked us out with a mechanical arm. Forgot she had that. And then we kinda just had visions? Were they visions? Were they memories of a past we no longer remember? Who knows? Even now, my log has been cleansed. My dreams keep digging up all those memories, ingrained deep within me. Wait, my log was cleansed? No. Oh, wait, they were talking... Oh, interesting. Okay. So, there was a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't even get to see. Please, Valerie, stop. Don't worry. I will. Why are you hiding? The real question is, what are you hiding? Or more specific, can you use Sophie? Let him go right this instant. Fuck. Adrian, are you alright? He appears to have lost consciousness. He shouldn't stay this way for long. It could have gotten dangerous had you not stepped in. However, I'm glad you did. God damn, what the hell were you thinking, Valerie? Nothing, really. What do you mean, nothing? Were you trying to kill the guy or something? Those artificial arms are no laughing matter. No, I wouldn't have. I would have let him down eventually. Eventually, yeah? How much more unconscious did you want him to be before that, huh? I mean, You're insane. How do you even figure he's hiding anything in the first place? There's been a bunch of little things he said that seemed strange to me. Not really one thing in particular. Go on. For example, when he heard that Sophie went to the Neuralink Center to meet with Amelia's father, the first thing he asked was whether she went alone. Why would he ask something like that? Probably because he thought that he might have been the one to tag along. That also explains why, out of all of us, he was the one to guess that Sophie didn't have a Neuralink. I mean, everyone could have guessed that. Come on. Sure, might have been a lucky guess, right? But then someone barely says anything the entire time. But every single thing that he does say is absolutely spot on. It makes you wonder. Everything, huh? So, was he right about you having seen Amelia again after being discharged then? Seems like Adrian wasn't alone in keeping some stuff hidden. Hypocrite much, eh? I wasn't... Come on now. There's no need to interrogate her like that. I'm sure she had her reasons. Yeah? Like for almost killing Adrian? I didn't. This is a difficult situation for all of us. I don't condemn her for overreacting. Damn. No need to coddle her like that. She's an adult.
she can be held responsible for her own actions, you know.
Of course, that doesn't mean it will help us go forward. So, Valerie, don't you want to tell us calmly whether there's anything else you know about Amelia? You said earlier that if you had kept in touch with her, it would have only been natural for her to know your name, right? I agree. Then why didn't she? It isn't as simple as Oliver's making it out to be, is it?
Ah, so now I'm the bad guy, huh?
It's all right, Oliver. You're right. I've been hiding things as well.
Well, obviously. Out with it then.
Just shut up for a second, all right? Evelyn, can we talk in private?
Still don't trust me after all, huh?
Chill. This isn't about you. I just want to discuss some stuff before sharing it all with Adrian.
Okay, so what does that have to do with me?
His Neuralink is picking all this up, dipshit. You can stick with him while we leave to talk, alright?
Oh, is that so? He can check all this later? Damn.
His condition is stable enough to leave him alone with this dude, right? Of course, he should wake up eventually without any further care being necessary.
Alright. Now look after him.
Thank you. If anything happens, feel free to call for me.
Sure thing.
Let's go then.
Women, am I right? Yeah. So, you can really read through everything we just said, huh? Damn. Never thought I'd have to consider my words in a room with no one except some unconscious kid. But here I am. Well, just so you know, as much as Evelyn believes that Valerie surely had some kind of reason to hide some of the things she knew, I'm sure you have your reasons too. So, I don't judge you for not sharing whatever your connection to Amelia is, or Sophie. But please, consider talking to us. Hell, just the two girls if you'd prefer that. Just don't try to solve this by yourself, alright? If you do that, I promise to not let anything happen to you. Any of you. We'll get out of here alive together. Damn, what a promise to make. Still, now I believe we can make that happen. That's all. I'm done. Get, conscious soon. Though, I guess you already are, once you get to read this. Okay, now shut up now.
Alright. Okay, so at least they were having a little discussion about Valerie knowing stuff. Okay, Valerie is over with Evelyn talking about potentially what she knows about Amelia. Alright. Maybe even Sophie. Even now that my log has been cleansed, my dreams keep digging up all those memories, ingrained deep within me. ... So, what now? Judging by my log, I could probably still convince them that I only knew Sophie, that I heard about Amelia, but only through her. Honestly, I wonder why I didn't just do so before. Even more importantly, I would have been fucked either way if it didn't come up now. After all, Nathan must have told Sophie that I'm here now, or that at least some guy named Adrian, or whatever. And Sophie definitely told everyone on her team that she knew me, just like she happily told everyone about her relationship with Amelia. Yeah, that is something. Oliver's gonna go back over there. They're gonna talk with Nathan, about what Sophie said. He's gonna come back here and be like,
Yo, you know Sophie?
I mean, why wouldn't she? She has nothing to hide. So really, this might be the best possible outcome. How's this the best? Guess I can't complain. After laying around for a little while longer, I hear a slight creak coming from the sofa. I slowly lift myself up and turn towards the source of the sound, finding exactly who I expected.
Oh, good morning, princess. Slept well?
I must have really kept the poor guy waiting for a while. Yeah, sure. Was a nice nap. I think I needed that.
Glad to hear it. So, you should maybe check your log. There's been some more stuff going on after you lost consciousness. I don't really need to repeat that for you, right?
Already did. Thanks for the message?
Oh, that's... No need to thank me. I just hope it cheered you up a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. It was nice knowing that someone cares. A little. So thank you, Oliver. Not really. Oh, I guess not. Alright, whatever.
Crazy to think that that thing even keeps track of stuff when you're unconscious, huh? Though, mind if I ask something?
Yeah, it depends. What are you gonna ask? Sure.
I was just wondering, how do you feel about your log being gone? I mean, never having had one at all, I can't really imagine what it's like, right? It is more like losing access to a chat log, or losing parts of your memory. What would you say?
It's something I tried not to waste too much time thinking about. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I still want to believe that Null was so nice, and it kept a backup of it for us. Not that it matters if I don't even get out of here in the first place, but... I don't know. Both, maybe? It looks like a chat log, but it feels like memories. Like, I could never have imagined living without all those conversations, without the ability to go back to any of them whenever I felt like. I think it isn't really hitting me, because I haven't noticed anything missing just yet. Once I do, once there's something I want to recall, but can't. That's what I've been afraid of, all this time. Although, well, on the other hand, it would be an overstatement to say that they ever truly felt like memories. I look up at Oliver, who's still sitting on the sofa, much more comfortably than I am on the floor, judging from the look in his eyes. He still wants to hear more, but I stay quiet.
I mean, they are different, of course. They are just plain text after all, right? Is that what you mean?
I guess. I stand up from the floor, avoiding direct eye contact. I definitely said enough unnecessary, embarrassing stuff for today. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So, should we head over to the others?
Wait, really? You just woke up and want to go straight back to the person that almost killed you? Aren't you a little upset about all that?
Nah, if anything, I probably had that coming. I didn't expect that kind of reaction from him. Is it really that strange for me to not care? No, not really. Maybe I'm upset she let go. Oh, come on, don't be like this.
Damn, I don't get kids these days.
Same.
Either way, they're probably still busy with discussing their little secrets over in the kitchen. So honestly, I think it's best if we just wait here for now anyway.
Guess so. There goes the only way I had to swiftly end this conversation.
Well then, why don't you tell me about something that doesn't really matter in the meantime? I get the feeling there's something weighing on your chest still.
Oh, more than just one thing. No, it's just... It feels weird to talk about. It's difficult to put into words how it feels.
Well, doesn't bother me. Don't worry so much. I don't have a log. I won't remember most of what you say after we get out of here anyway. Ha ha ha.
Fair enough. Alright then. I doubt he'll back down that easily. I sigh. Where to start? For a very long time, I've considered the day I got a neural link my earliest memory. The first thing that I could still recall clearly. But that's a lie. I didn't remember it at all. Much less do I remember it now, despite the fact that I could probably still quote most of what was said back then. That's because those first entries in my log weren't memories. Those words I still remember now, despite those entries being gone, aren't my memories of that day. They are the memories of me reading through my log over and over. Okay. Interesting. So we don't have the exact memories of what happened then. All we have is the log, which is just all this. Whenever I wonder what the first thing that I could recall was, I went back and read through it, the furthest point I could go back to. And so, I still remember being asked how I felt, whether I had a headache or felt nausea at all. That I should tell my parents to bring me to the center straight away if I noticed anything. That I might get unusually tired, since my brain still needed to adjust to the implant, and that I should focus on resting for the day. All those little things, but they're all I can still recall. I don't remember the room I woke up in that day after the surgery. I don't remember the face of the doctor who talked to me at the time. I have even less of an idea whether any assistants were in the room, not saying anything. I don't remember the smells or sounds, temperature or textures. I don't remember how I felt that day. And yet, thinking about it did make me feel things. Just not the things I felt back when it happened. So, what I think I'm trying to say is, sometimes I feel like my log never really helped me with remembering things. More like the opposite. Maybe I would remember things much more vividly if I hadn't kept reading them. If I hadn't relied on it as much as I did, never having a reason to bother with remembering anything myself, with paying attention to my surroundings. After all, I always knew I could go back to read through the recordings anyway. Now my memories of remembering became their own memories, overshadowing the actual events themselves. How did I feel? What did I think? How did that reflect on my face? What kind of impression did I leave? I keep wondering about those things, months and years later. ... Sorry, I was rambling a bit much. I'm not used to this. Honestly, I'm not really sure what I was trying to say.
No, it's fine. Come on, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts like that, Ted. Honestly, I kinda understand where you're coming from,
And yet, you still plan to get your own Neuralink as soon as you get the chance to, don't you?
Damn, you really kept entries from as far back as your childhood, huh? Crazy to think.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. Just felt like a tough choice to make, just deleting my own log for no good reason. What if I'll regret it at some point? What if I grow old and want to look back on what I've been through in my youth, only to find pages upon pages of deleted entries? I don't know. Something like that. Although, I guess now that I'm here, keeping them this entire time never meant a thing, huh? They're gone. All of them.
So, wait, you make it sound like you never deleted anything at all?
Just once. Oh, Amelia stuff? Never.
Damn.
Did deleting those entries make me remember them more or less vividly? Did I keep my promise? ... Taking a look at his timer, Oliver gets up from the sofa.
Nah, damn. Was a good talk and all, but looks like I gotta head back to my team soon. Wanna come see me off?
So that's how much time has passed, huh? Damn. He just got here too. And now he's immediately leaving, that sucks. Despite that, Valerie and Evelyn still haven't returned. Do you not want to say goodbye to the others?
Yeah, they'll live. Not like I have anything left to say.
Right. I don't either. I said more than enough. Alright, if you say so, then let's go. Ooh, I'm skipping. We leave the living room, stopping in front of the still locked exit. Oliver turns towards me.
So then, are you ready to join back up with the girls once I'm gone? Telling them what you know and all that?
Sure. What I know, huh?
I'm glad to hear it.
And what will you tell your team once you get back?
Good question.
I've been wondering this for a while. Is the QT really his team? Amelia is kind of a special case, and Nathan is closer to our opponents.
I guess I'll keep quiet for now. Not that I know any of the details yet anyway. Ha ha.
Yeah. The door slides open behind him, and he spins around.
Well, that's my cue. Good luck, and try not to get strangled again.
Yeah, thanks, I guess. And the door closes once more. This time, it's just me. I can't just stand around and wait until someone else speaks up or takes action. And yet, I do just that. Standing around, awkwardly. Awkwardly. Can I even stand around awkwardly all by myself? Or does the feeling described as awkwardness necessitate the presence of another person, potentially judging the way I act? Maybe the hypothetical idea of an observer suffices. I don't know. But I feel awkward. As long as these walls surround me, as long as each and every word I say will go straight to null, I will never feel unseen. And so, I begin to move towards the kitchen, keeping up a steady pace of around 2 steps per minute. Oliver was right, wasn't he? The fact that I barely care about what happened with Valerie is strange, right? I didn't even think about it as relevant. I would have walked right back in there, as if nothing ever happened. But now that he brought it up, I can't do that. I arrive at the kitchen door, but instead of laying my hand on its handle, I simply turn around and start pacing back and forth across the room. 1,000 thoughts fill my head, most of them potential scenarios that could play out once I eventually enter the kitchen. How I should act, what I should say, what they might say in turn. The small fraction of my brain that isn't occupied by these unnecessary, irrational concerns continues to worry about the bigger picture instead. How should I proceed from now on? How should I explain the fact that I didn't mention knowing Sophie? That I didn't mention that she told me about Amelia? That's what my story is going to be, after all. I need to find a proper excuse for why I might have reasonably wanted to keep what I know under wraps. One that they might actually end up buying. One that might sound irrational, that might make me look like the absolute asshole that I am. But that's fine. As long as they believe me when I tell them that's all. That this is the entire truth, and that I have nothing else to hide. It's gonna be just fine. I go back through my log, check everything I have said up to this point, over and over again, to make sure that nothing I have said could contradict my explanation. Do I need to look at the log? You know, just for him?